Saturday night, yeah, it's time for the show. Two old guys and a workbench, ready to go. Weeks in the rearview, got some knowledge to bring. Lasers, printers, and all the shop things. Mess on the bench, but we're chasing the craft. If it all goes sideways, we're still gonna laugh. They say wisdom comes with age, we'll see what we do. If we botch it on camera, we'll keep it in for you. Two old guys and a workbench, what could go wrong? Oh, we only had to do it twice, that didn't take too long. Laser burns and 3D prints, oh what a sight. Every print has you stressed, and the vectors wanna fight. Losing our tools, they were just in our hand. I'm telling you, they were right there. Clear off the bench and we'll find them again. I'm chaining them to the wall, I swear. Mixed up the glues and now the parts won't stick. Read the label twice, yeah, that's usually the trick. Measure it once, then we measure again. Get your head in the game and dial it back in. Oh, under the chaos, there's tricks to be learned. Parameters and settings and lessons well learned. From first layer fails to a clean final pass. We'll show you the wins and the times we get knocked on off. Well, would you look at that? Would you just look at it? So grab you a drink and pull up a seat where the mess and the magic and laughter all meet. Oh, two old guys and a workbench, what could go wrong? Oh, we only had to do it twice, that didn't take too long. Laser burns and 3D prints, so what a sight. Every print has you stressed, and the vectors wanna fight. So tune in next Saturday, don't miss the fun at the bench with the laughs. We've only begun. Keep your hands to the craft and your humor turned on. Every fail's just a step to the job well done.
Well, let me know what you think of the new song, guys. Just messing around today, and I figured it's time to update. So,
I left him unattended is what happened.
what's that?
I left you unattended. That's what happened.
You did.
Hi, guys. Bob, Kevin. Hey, Ava Lee. How are you? Oh,
Howdy, howdy. Well, what are you doing on your spring cleaning? You thinking about it yet?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been laying it out because we are getting warmer temperatures. And I'm going to take that wall right there and it's going that way. And then everything in here is going to get rearranged. But yeah, it's I mean, I've got pieces and parts everywhere, right? You know, it's like I've got these sitting in a drawer over here, and I've ran out of room on my shelf.
I have a solution for that I'm going to show you tonight.
I know you do. So, was it? Well, it's around Christmas time.
What's up, Chuck?
Harbor Freight.
Oh yeah,
The little mini toolboxes.
those were only $15 when they were on sale.
Yeah, I got a 14. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I use this one. This one here is for both my diodes. So I have 30-watt drawer and 20-watt drawer. And then, you know, just little things up on top, which these come in really handy. Besides that, they're pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't have one of those yet. I was thinking about it, and I decided that I was going to go a different route and just do total chaos.
Is that what we're going to call those? Is chaos?
No, that's what's off camera over there that you're not allowed to see right now.
Oh, perfect. So also, I when I do my my ornaments, like my wildlife ones, trees and all that stuff, I needed a place for all my stains. So 3D printer, print them out.
Cool.
And this one, just another rendition of it. That
Nice.
carries, oh gosh. I have a bunch of mica powders for my resin and stuff. Yeah. I mean, it gets stuff up off the floor, off the work area. Yeah, that's the problem I run into is I get so much crap up on the workbench that makes me lose my mind a little bit.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm only 51, so I'm over 40, so I guess I'm an old guy.
Yeah.
Oldish enough. It was a catchy title, okay? It was a catchy title.
It was.
Oh my word. I was thinking about spring cleaning last week, and then we got 2 inches of snow dumped on us, and we got more coming tonight. So I'm not thinking about it anymore. Till next week when it warms back up again, if it does.
Yeah, we're on a warming trend. We're supposed to be
February.
Hey, I look at it this way. Winter had its shot. It blew it. Move on.
Yeah.
Try again next
year. Yeah. In Michigan, when winter decides it wants to dig its claws in, it's going to dig its claws in.
Well, that's a true story.
So, anyways, now my solution for your predicament is this bugger right here. And you see I've got that one already marked, MK2 gantry pieces. Nothing in there now because I got it over here. But this is Beaver. This is from Beaver. It came in a 6-pack. These are, let me get, where's my tape measure go? I don't know. Come over here, little buddy. There you go. Follow me. There you go. I don't know if anybody saw the short I put out. The short, it wasn't a short. I tried to get it to be a short. And it wouldn't. About when you see something on the internet and you think that'll fit, and then it gets here and it's like, whoa, it's bigger than I thought it was going to be because the outside is 15 by about 8.5.
What, Jack? You don't want no snow?
There was a little bit too much room in here for what I needed. So I designed this little stack system. And this one I just printed today. It literally just got done before we got on. And I split it into 2 pieces so I could get it done because it was a 8-9 hour print for the full one. But inside you'll see these little angled grooves right here, and there's some stuff back there. Well, that's what these things are, and they just slide right down inside there, and then they don't come forward. So all of my little parts and pieces that I have, I can put back in these 2 shelves, and then I put my gantry pieces and other stuff, like my feet for the thing. I can just drop them in the front, and I can still reach in and grab everything from the back. So storage within storage, because these came bigger than apparently I wasn't paying attention. That's what I'm getting at. But this came in a 6-pack. They stack really nice. And I decided, you know what? I need something to put my smaller parts in the back. So yesterday, that's what I did. I'll try to have a link up in the website or in the description if anybody's interested in those.
Yeah, I know that when I move that wall, because the wall going down by the door, that's going to have all my shelves. That's going to have test material. It's going to have samples, all that stuff. But I also want to build an area that I can put a clamp on. So when I bring my plywood in or my other woods, right, I have a place to store it, but have a weighted top on it. To keep it down. So I'll come up with something there.
Yeah, keep it flat. That's a good idea.
Yep. Jack.
Okay.
That's not, do you see what Jack's doing?
Yeah, I know.
Pulling ribs off.
I had my grandsons over today all day. They spent the night last night, and they're playing 2 and 3 or 2 and 4 or whatever they are. And we had mac and cheese for lunch.
Jack's over here talking about racks of ribs in front of a fat kid. That's not nice. That's not nice.
Hey, I just grilled some flat irons on the grill yesterday. Yesterday, or the day before, yesterday, and we had we sliced it all up nice and thin and had our own steak fajitas with it. That was good.
Huh. I'm supposed to go have pizza later.
We had frozen pizza too. That was Friday night. That was Thursday night. Friday night. Last night we had frozen pizza for the boys.
There you go.
It was DiGiorno.
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 Yeah, Bob. I've got a spot down here that's underneath my 3D printer and my hat press, and I just put a scrap piece of wood over it. I use a cinder block. Dunk. That's what keeps my wood flat. Oh, pulled pork. Why? Wait, Bob, you and Jack, you can't be talking about barbecue in front of a fat kid. It's not right.
All right. Dale.
So what do you guys got? What do you got for a sneaky storage idea for your stuff? When you don't have a lot of room. I mean, I'm in a 10 by 10 spot, so
yeah. I'm in a 26 by 28, but because of what I did in the past, I have like huge work tables in the center and a big bench across the back over there, and it's just packed with everything. That's the other thing I have to do. I have to declutter and move a bunch of crap out of here that I don't use anymore because it's taking up space that I don't have.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to borrow a buddy of mine's. His wife has a dump trailer, a small one, and I'm going to go snag it on a Friday. And I'm going to park it right outside my garage door. And if I ain't used it or touched it in 6 months, it's leaving.
Hey, Jack from Westerville,
Ohio.
Dale had messaged me or emailed me about glue. He used. Actually, let's talk about. I'm gonna see if he comes in. I just emailed him back, told him we were live tonight, and see if he wanted to come join the discussion on it.
Okay.
I got some stuff wrote down. Okay. Cork coasters. These. John sent me these little automotive cork coasters. They're 70 millimeters with a little finger remover thingy, whatever. I don't know. So I just stuck them in, put my new logo on, and yeah, I don't know. I might use these for giveaways at my shows. They're not that expensive. So what I did, that's Ahaya. He's from Ahaya. So what I did is I have my 4-inch 100 millimeter coaster template here that I just plop in the corner of the Lasermatic there, and it's all set. I got my file saved with that locked in place, so I don't even line anything up anymore. I just bring those in, set my coasters in there, center my artwork in them, and hit the go button. But I made this piece in the center that pops out, and then this little bugger goes in, and you can index it so it's straight. So that when you obviously you can put it in crooked. And this was an afterthought because I just got these, but I'm going to make another one of these, and I'm going to have an indexer on each side so that this thing gets indexed correctly. So when it all sits in, anyways, I just thought it was kind of cool that it all worked out, and wanted to try those out. John sent those to me, so thank you, John. Appreciate that. What else? Oh,
so when? Wow. Honest, I'm just drinking Dr. Pepper. When do you want to do giveaways?
No, at my booth. Just set these on the table.
Oh, I thought you were saying we're going to do a giveaway for these fine people that have nothing better to do with their time than watch us.
I will. I don't have the setup in this free StreamYard and all the little gadgets and gizmos that Rich has that he can do the little spin the wheel thing. He's got programs on programs on programs that he can just click on and have everybody join in and sign up for a giveaway. I don't have that. I don't know how to do that. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess
I barely know how to flip the switch on the computer.
it's the big red one.
Oh yeah.
The other question I had for tonight.
I used to too, Jack, a long time ago.
I never touched the stuff. My uncle would come over when I was a kid to my grandma's house, and he'd bring all that crap in, and it'd literally make me puke.
Yeah.
So not a drop of liquor has ever touched my lips, and it will never.
That's okay. I drank your share.
Yeah, I mean, all the kids at school too, they would just get stupid and they'd get in so much trouble because they couldn't do it. Anyway, the other question that I had for tonight, dual tight. And I didn't mean that to rhyme on purpose. It just happens that way because I'm that good.
Hold on. There you go.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. I don't hold on. I got to read the message. I wrote down what we had to talk about, but I forgot why.
Nobody ever wants to talk to me until I'm doing something.
Okay. Unbiased review. An unbiased review on the double-sided glue paper stuff. And how to apply it. Okay, that's what he wants me to do. All right, so this stuff is pretty easy. It's double-sided, obviously, and the one side, it won't stick to itself. So I just peel it off. I have a piece over here. It's not good. It's been bouncing around. This is one of the samples that David over there at Creative Cut Supply sent me before I bought some so I could figure out what it was. It's got a backer on it. So basically what you do is you just get what I do personally is I take like the Baltic birch plywood, I give it a quick sand. If it's some of the stuff comes a little bit rough, I give it a quick sand with like a 180, 220 sanding block, blow it off with the air compressor. I hit it with some clear coat, let it dry, and then I stick this to it. My personal opinion, it bonds better that way. And if you're doing a centerpiece on something, you do both sides of it, and then you cut it out, peel and stick it in the middle, and it's good. You don't have to glue anything. It works for these pop sockets. I put it on the back of this wood, engraved and cut, peeled it, and stuck it to this plastic. I also wipe it down with some alcohol and let it dry so that it's clean and it adheres good. And then I put this stuff on the plywood with a squeegee. Well, I got a whole box of them somewhere, and you'd think I could find them until I need them. But anyway, it's just a regular squeegee, like an auto body squeegee you get when you're putting Bondo on. So,
the little
square,
square one.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of them around here somewhere. I just don't know. I don't know where they went.
Yeah, I've got a couple around here somewhere myself. I don't know. back to that cleaning thing again.
Anyways, it don't matter. You just put it on with a squeegee. So come here, hey little buddy, I'm right here. There you go. So you don't get any air bubbles in it. That's how I use that stuff.
I've got a roller too.
It works good on 3D print too. If you get a smooth enough print going, like on the bed, and it's adhered good, or your first layer is good, it'll stick to that pretty good too. That's how I put my 3D printed air fresheners onto the wood. Is I cut out the wood part with that on it, peeled that off, and then stuck the 3D print to it. Worked pretty good.
Yeah, I've got a big round down here. I've been trying to figure out what I'm going to do with it, and I bought a couple of the sample packs from Creator Alley. So I might just try to do like a welcome sign tomorrow, and use some of the dual tight.
Cool.
I haven't had anything to really use the dual tight on yet, but I've used it a couple times, and it works really well. So were we talking about glue?
Hey, over here. I'm right here. Bob, real quick. This is the 3D printed face, and it's on the wood. And no, it's so thin that it's not noticeable. So the only problem is I'm having I don't think this was put on with the proper glue, because I've got a couple of these that have broke off. I just did that. So another part of the R&D process that's got to happen.
So were we talking about glue, sir? I know. It's funny.
No, Santa. What Santa said.
Oh, I know.
Oh.
Well, I was looking for you. I didn't know if you fell down or whatever.
Oh. Jack doesn't really like Dr. Pepper. So you didn't have it in your Dr. Pepper. Is that what you're saying?
Jack's in a meat coma from eating ribs.
Yeah. Well, what are you going to do?
Drive out to his house and have ribs?
Yeah. Put it on another spot. Jim's coming.
That's right. By the time I get there, it'll be dry, though.
Yeah.
I would love to sell Kentucky. Kentucky's got some good fishing.
Who's talking about fishing?
I am. Jack just invited me out. So I'm sitting here thinking, there's some good bass fishing right in that area. South Carolina, North Carolina, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I could go back there and smack some largies around a little bit.
There's Dale. Yeah, so the glue, quick and thick. Dale's talking about quick and thick. Let me put this up. So he said he got some letters popped off. Well, I don't think I asked you this, Dale, but did you clear coat your stuff before you glued it together? Because this stuff don't like that. Or if you let it sit and it kind of got a little watery and you didn't give it a little mix up. I know you have to do that with the Acfix stuff too. Otherwise it gets a little watery and doesn't work right. I have not had this stuff fail yet. This one's almost gone. It's down to about here now. And I've got another full one back there. Another glue that I really like, but it doesn't dry clear. So you got to be careful with that. Is when I'm doing signs and stuff for outside, I use this Dual Tight 3. Or Tight Bond 3. But that's just for exterior only stuff that it doesn't matter. And I'm going to sand it so any glue is not going to be seen anyway. But yeah, this Quick and Thick, it's a white. It's thick. It dries fast. And I've never had it fail. But I've also always shaken it. And I've always just used it on smaller things. You know, when I glue these things together, the wood part. So on boxes, I use it on boxes once in a while too.
Hey Bob, are you using just raw 3mm the Baltic birch? Because if you are, I use this right here. Ooh, yeah, it is the Acfix 705 with an activator, and this stuff dries clear. And what I do is I'll apply it on one side. Where'd it go? There it is. So, like this box here, I'll put it on these tabs here on the inside, of course, and then I'll spray the other side with the activator and then put it together. I don't have a problem with it. Got to make sure that it doesn't have any residue on it, but for the most part, that right there is my go-to. In fact, I need to order some more because my activator.
Otherwise, you can the Acfix glue,
the D3, right here. I got it.
You got the D3? Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Right
put the
there.
D3 in this little thing with a needle applicator. You got to shake it up because it'll get watery. I've never had this glue fail either, and I use this on small items so you can get it and get the precision little dots on there and put it. And I've got some stuff that's been in here for 2.5 years that still bounces around in my truck, in my totes and stuff that goes to shows with me on my air fresheners, and it hasn't came loose yet. So the only thing, Dale, I don't know what you glued together. It's across. It wasn't outside, apparently. Okay. Is the C3 ACA glue? I mean the D3? What's that mean? What's ACA glue?
CA glues the Acfix, the 705.
Oh, the 705 is the kit that it comes with the activator and the glue. The D3 is just a wood glue. It's like it says super wood glue. It actually is. This stuff will dry within a matter of 30 seconds or less, and you can put stuff down. And it dries clear and it comes off, and I just wipe stuff off as I'm going, and you squeeze out, and I just keep squeezing it and wipe it down till it dries, and then I put it away. And there's a lot of glue out there. I swung wide on Amazon one day and was reading up on this glue and just bought one, and I like it. I really like it.
Yeah. I like the D3, but like Jeremy said, you have to remember to shake it, because if you don't, it'll fall apart. Ugh.
I think it actually says that right on the bottle.
Well, who reads instructions? We're men, by gosh. We don't read instructions.
And that's in 2, 3, 4 foreign languages. 5, 6 foreign languages.
Yeah, see?
Oh, we're American.
Yeah, down at the bottom of the file.
No, it's at the front. It's at the top. I was reading it from the wrong way.
Oh, well, there you go. So, did everybody's weather finally straighten out? Ours did, and then it got stupid at the middle or the beginning of the week. We were down in the 20s again, But
yeah, in order to get a successful result, shake prior to application and never add water. Must be stored in room temperature.
which room?
Probably not an igloo.
Oh, okay. Well, they should put that under.
Yeah, men not reading the instructions is in the instructions. Yes.
That's right. Well, now wait a minute, Jonathan. How would you know that? We're not supposed to read the instructions, so how do you know that it is in the instructions?
Hey, what we do in our closet all by ourselves and none of nobody's business. And there with a headlamp and all the fine print and a magnifying glass, and we got to read it so that we know what we're talking about. So when somebody asks us, we can tell them and they don't have to read it for themselves. That's how that works.
All right. Woo, man, I'll be Santa. I want 60s and 70s.
A friend told me. Yes, exactly. I agree.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the 60s and 70s. I need to get out. I need to go fish. I need to go ride my four-wheelers. I'll send you our share, Kevin. We had snow twice this week.
Don't trust him. He said that, and we got snow. Don't trust him. All right, so here's my 7-day. 28 tomorrow. These are the highs. 23, 31, 26, 32 on Thursday. Next Friday is 44. Snow again next Saturday. Man, every time I do a freaking live stream, it's snowing. And then back into the teens and 20s for March 1st and 2nd up here.
Perfect. I agree, Ava Lee. I absolutely agree. Of course, in Idaho, it's going to go from the 60s to 70s right into the hundreds. So,
yeah.
But, anybody got any shows coming up? I just signed myself and my son up for one at the end of April. So,
yeah. What are you guys doing for shows? Are you doing shows? I'm not in any stores. I tried it, and after 6 months of paying for a booth and selling stuff and going there once a week to replenish everything, I received an envelope with $6.27 in it, or something. It was under $7 after all the fees and stuff for her booth, and I was like, nah, I just pack it up and go home.
Jack doesn't do shows. Do you not like people, Jack? Is that the reason why?
I hate people, but I do shows.
I like their money.
Honestly, I don't know what it is about doing a show. I really like to be behind the thing and have the people come in and interact like one-on-one. I really enjoy that.
Did you see Jack's response? Not really.
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh, gosh.
I'm not supposed to not like people, but, I'm working on it.
In the positions I've been in with work and stuff, I've had to deal with people. I've had to learn how to deal with people. When you're in construction, you have to deal with a lot of different things. So, hey, Three Dogs.
We just talked about dual tight. Did you miss it?
That's the truth, Jack. That is the absolute truth.
Yeah.
I remember the first show I ever did 3 years ago. I mean, I had a table laid out with all sorts of my stuff, right? Some guy walks up and he's looking at stuff and he goes, I can do all this. I'm like, oh, cool. You got lasers? Yeah, I can do all this stuff. I'm like, cool. I said, I'm just getting into it. can I pick your brain? And he's like, no. I said, oh, okay. And he started being a little snide, and I just looked at him and said, move on, fool. I don't have time for you. I don't like people like that. You know, I had a kid come up in the same show, and he just bought a laser. And he says, man, this stuff looks really good. And I'm like, well, you got to play, right? You're going to make mistakes. You're going to get a pile of junk. And he said, would you take the time and answer questions? And I said, absolutely. I mean, that's what you got to do. You know, you tell people you're going to learn from your mistakes. Don't get upset. I mean, I've had a cutting board that I have resanded 4 times because I made a mistake, right? And you just sit there and go, wow, I'm awful thick. So by the time I got done with it, it wasn't a cutting board anymore. It was a serving tray because it was thin, like most of my stories.
It'd be great to start over.
Yep, that's all you got to do.
Yeah, I did cover the dual tight. I just go back and rewatch what I went over. It was a lot there.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like in the groups, you know, you get somebody new in one of the groups, and they're like, "Well, I'm kind of scared to do it," right? And you've got people that are thinking they're better than whatever. Not me. I'm like, would you like to see my pile of oopses? Because I've got a ton of them. You know, the good thing is about making mistakes is we learn from them.
Come here, buddy.
And you have to learn from your mistakes. And you know, a buddy of mine over at work, he just bought a laser, and I've been helping him out a little bit. But yeah, I like to share. I like to help.
Yeah, with the AI stuff. Yeah. So you use that? What is that create? What is that site you use for your stuff?
Oh, for my files?
Yeah.
Creative Meadow.
Creative Meadow. I was in there looking around at some of the similar stuff that I'm doing, and I found some, and I went back into my files from what I built on my own in Bing and back when I had Adobe Firefly. It is exactly the same thing. So I was like, man, I don't really want to spend the money on that. You know, if I'm making the same thing with when I have an idea in my head and I want it to do something and it's similar enough, I don't need to do that. Some people don't want to mess with that, so Creative Meadows works. But I mean the stuff that I've already got done was on AI and stuff. Looks almost exactly like their stuff.
Yeah, I like the Creative Meadow because I'll get an idea in my head, and I can go find a design and I can bring it in, and then I can tear it apart and put what I want in it. Because I'm not smart. Kevin, I'm not smart enough to run the AI. So
Kevin, mine's right over there on the bottom shelf. It's yellow and black, and it's got 2 speeds.
Expensive mistake eraser. Oh.
I have a box of material over here from a viewer last year, and I haven't got around to doing anything with it because what I want to do with it, I have to run it through the planer to get it thin enough to do what I want. So as soon as it warms up enough for me to get the planer outside, I got the sled built. I just got to run it through and get some 1/8" material made out of it so I can do what I want to do with it. And then I'll put a video out on his stuff. And I got to get a hold of him and let him know I haven't done it because that's the reason. It got cold in October, and it stayed cold. I haven't had time to get any warm up to get anything outside. Because when it was warm here, we had thunderstorms, and it was raining. So it didn't work for me. The 735, is that what that is? The 735? Yeah, whatever that number is. That's a good mistake eraser for sure.
Yeah. So people have been asking when I'm going to build a YouTube channel. And I'm like, why do I need to build a YouTube channel? So I'll ask you guys. If I build a YouTube channel, what would you guys want to see out of it? I'm not near as creative as what Jeremy is, but I mean, I can probably do a couple of videos on things I do, how I do my etchings.
I think you'd be surprised once you sit down and start doing a couple videos what you're going to come up with. It's the editing. That's the problem for me right now. It's the editing software. I'm literally still learning it because I was using Adobe and now I'm using DaVinci. Yeah, DaVinci Resolve. And I have to relearn something. But once you figure out the basics, that's why I don't have anything fancy. I don't have any frills. I don't have any little pop-ups here and there like I used to do with Adobe, because I don't know where it's all at in here. I'm just learning how to use it. So, but that's the hard part for me is the editing. But I think once you sit down and start with your stuff, Jim, I think you'll find making the video is the easy part. And getting all the content done, and then it's just figuring out how to edit it. So that's where you're going to have to get your daughter or something in there and say, hey, I need help.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess it would be kind of fun. I mean, I like doing what we've been doing on Saturdays. So
yeah. Now we're gonna get Jim set up with a YouTube channel. It don't take nothing but an email address right now, so we just got to get him into it. I have one that's called HTL Extras, and there is nothing on it. I had plans.
It's extra nothings.
I had plans, but I have to have a camera to do what I want to do with it, to go outside and get mobile with it and everything. I don't know if my phone will do that now, my new one. My other phone wouldn't stay on for more than 10 or 15 minutes when I was doing a video, and then it was shut down. So I got a different one. Yeah, Jack's got 6 YouTube channels. I don't have enough time for the 2 I have. To have 6, that'd be crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's right. I got one for my music, and I got one for this stuff, and I got the extras. But the extras, the extras was from, I think I made that channel probably 10 years ago, maybe 11, 12 years ago, and it was for video games. Back when a buddy of mine from New York and I were playing, and I would just record what we were doing, and I would just use the PlayStation editing stuff and mix mash games together and put them up there. And I think in the 5 or 6 years I had games on there, I had like 20 videos of just different games and taking this game, some video from this game and some video from this game and mashing it together to make it look like it was a completely different game. I was just messing around with stuff. I think I got a total of 75 views out of 24 videos. So that's how popular that was.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I just did a cutting board.
You just did a what?
Cutting board.
Oh, yeah. Let me do something real quick here.
Okay, you do something real quick. Turned out all right. I love the line after fill.
Okay, hold that up a minute again. Cute Highland cow with his head poking over a
sunflower.
Flower. Okay, so share my screen.
I don't want to share your screen.
I'm sharing my screen. You don't have to.
Fine, share it then.
All right, so let's do this cute. Oh, it's all caps. Look at that. You guys can read it better. Ah!
Wow, are you angry? You're typing in caps. Thanks, Santa.
Yeah, I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't even pay attention. I just started. Okay, cute Highland cow with head laying over a sunflower. Black and white, thick lines, SVG style for laser engraving. Let's go to GP4 and we'll do what's it. Yeah. Okay. Caps lock is off now. I'm telling you, this keyboard is so weird. Every time I go to hit the A,
yeah, Bob, I think that you're using the Bing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the Bing.
Yeah, Bing has like their DALL-E where you can get 4. And then, okay, I'm going to have to do that with a little bit more detail, maybe. Oh, look at the cute little thing coming up. Anyway, it has DALL-E, which gives you 4 at a time. Then it has the ChatGPT 4, and then it has another one that I don't like. All right, so let's do this. Copy that. I'm going to go back, paste it, and we're going to...
Yeah, exactly. AI is going to ask you why you're yelling.
Comma there. I can go, let's try the DALL-E just so you guys can see that one. And there's video here too. I haven't played with video yet. I'm going to mess around with that one of these days. But so right here, I'll just pop these up. So I was working on a clock, like a Cinderella style clock. And actually I ended up using this one, and I took all of these parts off, all of these parts off, kind of joined all this stuff back together and redid my letters in here and removed that because I mean, it's going to be a 40-inch wide, 44-inch wide clock for a play. I think I'm doing it. I'm not sure yet, but I got the artwork done for it, and just in case. And I got a bunch of 1/4-inch, 4 foot by 4 foot material over here. And I went into oh, there you go. I went into Lightburn and broke it all up into 15 by 15-inch sections so I can fit that on the rolly in there, and then cut them all out, and then I'll just piece them all together on a backer.
Yeah,
I got to be able to hang it because I think it's got to hang on the wall somehow.
Those right there would look good on a patch.
Yeah, see that?
Yep, I'm going to have to order me some ponytail hats. Bob wants to know, so you get so many for free, then you pay.
On what?
On Bing. I don't think you pay.
I have never paid. I've been using Bing for 2 years now, and I've never paid a dime for it.
Yeah, I've got a ton of stuff.
They just started adding a bunch of extra stuff in too, like that DALL-E or like chat and all that stuff. So they used to give you a limit. See, last year you had a limit up here. It would have, you would have 15. You can only do 15 a day, a 24-hour period. And now they've gotten rid of that. It's all gone.
Oh, is it? I haven't touched it for a while. Yeah, Bob, that one right there is a really good one. In fact, I use it I'll use it a lot over on my fiber. For doing pictures on steel. I've made a few with mountain scenes, a creek, an old cabin, and you know, like a big bull elk. and they've come out really well.
We're going to do that with the Chat GPT-4.
Hey, Jeremy.
Yeah.
What does this have to do about cleaning and organizing? Somebody
did you not see the rabbit hole?
No, but I did see the herd of squirrels go through, so we're good.
Yeah, they were chasing me down the rabbit hole. Why did we get on this? Oh, you're creative. Your cow you held up. See, it was your fault.
I know. I was hoping you wouldn't remember that, but yeah.
So there's the Chat GPT version of it coming. It's not as cute.
Now it looks like a full-grown one.
So this one here, this one's the cute one.
Yeah, that one's a good one.
And then also another thing, you can come down through here and you can look at all the other ones that are done. But these, so that one's on Etsy. This one right here, that one's on Etsy. So they want you to buy that one.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why? Why buy that?
So Highland cow in tactical gear?
What?
A Highland cow in tactical gear?
Oh, did you see one, or do you want me to do that?
Yeah, do it.
Okay, this is why we don't have nice things. I mean, this is why we don't get anything done on these shows. Okay.
Galaxy AI. Which one's that with, Jack? Is that with the Samsung stuff? No. Jack, I'm going to stop watching your channel because now I really want to. I really want a CNC machine. I want to make lots of little dust.
All right, we got a Highland cow with detail and full tactic gear riding a Softail Harley Davidson. We'll see what happens.
Here we go.
And honestly, I know who this is going to. Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh. That's pretty good.
Okay, I'm actually gonna download this one. I know who this is going to.
Yeah, sweet. Got a nice little sidearm.
Mm-hmm. Cool. All right. That was pretty cool. Yeah, the crazier you can get with your AI stuff, your prompting, the better it'll be.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know if you can all see that one.
The War Pig.
General Oink.
Hold on, let me get you on full screen, and then I'll put myself up there so I show mine off.
That there is my shop mascot. That's General Oink. That was one of my first ones playing with the AI.
All right, so this one.
Oh yeah, the tactical rooster.
Yeah, so we got chickens. And my wife likes coffee and chickens, so I put this one together. Man, it's got a clear coat on it. Let's try to get it this way. There we go. So I don't remember what the prompt was for that one, but it turned out so good. That is the steam coming up above the gun, the barrel. It's off the coffee. Or, because he fired a bunch of rounds at a hawk or something. Anyway, I don't know. Yeah.
You can get pretty goofy. You can get pretty goofy with that AI stuff.
Yep.
Thanks, Bob. Yeah, I even put it on a business card.
Oh, nice.
General Link.
No, Bob, that is on cold rolled steel done with the fiber laser.
Yeah, mine too.
I don't do photos on wood. I have not been able to figure it out. I haven't sat down long enough to even mess with it to try to figure it out because I do them on steel. I just like it. Saw blades. Hey, no, over there. Yeah, right there. Over here. A little bit farther. There you go. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, I haven't. Well, since I got these two Lasermatics, I haven't even played around with painted vinyl. I did painted vinyl.
Tile?
No.
I haven't done any tile either. I tried one once and it turned out like crap and I never tried it again.
Yeah, I've tried it a couple times. No, I've done painted canvases. And those turn out really cool. Hit them with a couple of coats of white and then put black over the top of them. And I'll do, what do they call those? Patent drawings. I did one for my daughter, sewing machine, and done a lot of pew-pews.
I'm taking one of my videos where I did the flag blade behind me there off of the members only because I'm having issues with that right now anyway. And I'm setting it to private. So if you guys want to go and check out how I do with settings and everything, that steel blade, the 10-inch blade back there, I just made that public so everybody can see it.
Yeah, Bob, when you can, get you a fiber because doing pictures on steel is amazing. I used to do the same thing as what Jeremy did and spray it with the triple thick. Mm-hmm. And I had a couple that just flashed on me and they went completely black. So I've started doing mine in clear resin, a 1-to-1 resin. And wow, because it gives it kind of a little bit of depth, even with a thin coat on it.
Some of this cold rolled steel that I used, I literally had to spray clear coat on it. And then as it was getting tacked up, I would take brake parts cleaner, spray it down, pour a little bit of alcohol over it to kind of get rid of that. And then when it dried, I would clear coat it and then triple thick it, and it came out perfect. And then I figured out that if you
over the top of your picture
angle of 180 from the top down, for some reason, it turned out a lot better every time.
Oh. I don't know. I haven't. Maybe I need to do that this weekend.
What's that?
Do a picture on steel. I haven't done one for a while.
Yeah. So that big one with the barn up there, that's a 12-inch blade, and that's with my 300 lens. It's not as sharp as I would like it. But I haven't worked a lot with that 300 lens doing that. I did some small tests and it turned out pretty good. And so I just went straight into that blade and did that one. Cleaned it with a clean pass.
Just send it.
That's what I did. I upped the power like 2% and went for it. And it looks good here. Don't get me wrong. It looks good here. The grass, the detail in the grass coming up in front of that thing is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if I have.
But you asked me to sit down and paint something like that. There's absolutely no way.
Oh no.
I couldn't draw a stick man if you were threatening my life. I'd just be like, get it over with.
just go ahead and shoot me now.
My stick man's gonna have 3 legs or 5 arms, or his head's gonna look like it went through a meat grinder or something.
Yeah. Lord.
I'm an artist when it comes to being able to take something into a program and manipulate it the way I want. But in order to come up with something, and then I have an idea in my head where I can put pieces here and pieces there and make things happen the way it needs to be. But in order to draw something out from scratch or be a raw artist, that's not something I've tried a few times, and it's not something I've ever had the capability of doing in my brain space. I'm like, there's people out there that can do that, and that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I went to a show just after Thanksgiving and was watching this gal with a wood burner on a felt hat and doing freehand.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. I'll try that with my laser. Thanks.
I made 30 business cards on little pieces of wood that a lady brought me, and that's what she does. She wood burns, and she's like, I don't think I want to wood burn these tiny things. Can you just do them on your laser?
Yes.
And I'm like, yeah. So I took a picture of one of her pieces that she had at the table, and it didn't turn out very well. So I found it. I Facebook stalked her, and I found it on Facebook, and I had to do a lot of work to it, but I shrunk it from 8 to 10 inches on a piece of wood down to let me see if I got it. Oh, leave me alone.
Got a stalker.
All right, come on. Oh, good boy. Good boy. Come on. That down here. There you go. Actually, here it is right here. So I took that and shrunk it down and added the flowers and the butterflies and something else, cleaned it up a little bit, and I put that on a card, and that's the stuff on the back. But yeah, this is a it's 1 3/8 by 2-inch wooden, probably like 1.5 millimeters thick, 2 millimeters thick. So yeah, until I go this way and go around and it hits the other side of my mic boom here, and then when I walk back around, it loses me and it won't come back. If I go that way, which I just did, it follows me back around. Okay. Anything else? We did the cork coasters. Did I show the cork coasters? Yeah. On my new logo on there.
Did you?
Yeah. I think I did at the beginning.
Jack, that's the E-Meat. What is that thing? E-Meat what? Yeah, that thing.
Dual camera Pixie, the E-Meat Pixie.
Looks like Wally.
Yeah, I've got plans for Johnny 5 Alive. I'm gonna download that STL. I think I already did, and I'm gonna figure out what color I want to print it in. Probably like a battle gray or something. I got to order some in, and I'm gonna take it into the program and hollow out the base where this thing sits, and I'm gonna mount it so it sits, and that's gonna be Johnny 5 Alive's head.
Perfect.
OBS bot. Somebody sent me this. They said, you need a new camera. What's your address? And I'm like, you don't need to buy me anything. And they said, is this your address? And I said, yes. Why? It'll be there Sunday. I'm like, okay. And it showed up Sunday. So thank you. Appreciate that. They were sick and tired of having me get all washed out from my other camera, which is over there on the tripod that now I use for my Lasermatic and my fiber videos.
Getting all fuzzy.
Yeah. And then I got the other camera that Patrick sent me 2.5 years ago. What the heck is that thing? That's a Logi. That's a 1080 webcam type 1080p webcam thing, but I've been having nothing but issues with that thing, so I don't use that a lot.
Oh yeah, Bob, you can't go wrong with doing Bigfoots. I've got a couple of earrings that are Bigfoot, and as soon as I make 2 or 3 pairs, they're gone, just that quick. But yeah, ordered a whole pile of stuff this week, earlier in the week, from Lone Star, and it was supposed to have been here yesterday, but the old Ups company, I don't know what they're doing, but I won't get any of it until Tuesday, and I've got, oh my gosh, probably 60 patches to do out of the different trout patterns that I bought. And I bought a sheet of Lone Star's leather with the adhesive on it. So I'm gonna give that a whirl on making a couple of hat patches out of leather.
So you're talking about Bigfoot stuff. How do I do this? Here we go. So there's one of my air fresheners. You got the alien down there with the little felt pad in there, and then you put it in right here to replace it if you want. And then there's my other one. Oh, air freshener deal. And this glue is holding. This glue is fine. It must be that second kind that I bought that it's working better. But anyway, those are some of the Bigfoot ones. I got Bigfoot cork coasters. Slate coasters are the big one. And then I've full wrapped some Bigfoot with the American flag walking through the woods with the peace sign up and everything on my leather wallets that I do. So, and I think I did a couple of hat patches and just took them. I mean, you never know. And those were the first ones that went with the Bigfoot patches on the hats.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Is I'll probably take a couple of finished hats, but I will end up taking. I don't know. I don't know how many. I'd probably better take a dozen more than what I think I need, and then I'll just make up a bunch of patches and just have them laying out on the table. And then that way, if somebody wants a patch, they can pick a patch and a hat. I'll do it right there at the show, I hope. Hopefully. My son said I can only take one item. I can either take my hat press or I can take a laser.
I would take the laser. Because then people can bring you stuff and you can laser it, like their journals, keychains, wood and leatherette keychains. I do that when I take my laser. I set a sign up and I put them out there, and I say, "This is what we got. We can put whatever you want on it." I've done journals.
Bob says laser.
Yeah, definitely take your laser.
Yeah,
so I do custom coasters. While people are waiting, they'll sit there and I'll just bring a pack of cork coasters with me, and they'll order coasters. I do a 8-pack of coasters for $25 with a box that they go in. And man, I think I sold 5 sets one day. It basically took the whole day to do all those. And I had a couple little keychains and stuff to do in a journal in between there. But yeah. I also had my hat press that day, and I did 3 hats.
Yeah.
Custom logos on some stuff and put them on a hat. So, but I actually had power I could do, so I didn't have to worry about a generator.
Yeah. Well,
battery box.
And that's one thing I put in for power. So.
Yeah.
but that means I got to load up beast. I mean, I would take the Lumos, but
you got to get good with it first, so you're
I
not struggling.
got to get used to it. It's so much slower than my big machines. But I mean, it does a nice job. I was goofing around. Let's see. I don't know if it'll show up. We're gonna find out though. So I was goofing around with some blades that a buddy of mine. He makes fishing lures, sells them all across country. But I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little bit, there's color in there.
Yeah.
But if you just pick it up, you don't look at it and you go, oh, but it did put some color in there. And that's from that little 3-watt IR. Come on.
You just lasered across the whole thing?
I did. It lasered across the whole thing.
Oh yeah, it looks like a little trout minnow.
Yeah,
like
and
a trout minnow.
Yeah. There's a good prism on it, but I don't know. I got to play with it some more.
Yeah,
Rich was a big help. Helped me get it set up to where I understood more about it and using.
Did you get it working with Lightburn?
Nope.
No.
Rich goes, no. He says, no, you're not going to put it on Lightburn. He says you're going to lose too many of the features that are in the We Create software.
Oh, gotcha.
The number one thing was being the camera.
What's the wattage of the diode in that?
3 watt.
The diode.
Oh, the diode is 10.
Oh, okay. I thought you had a 20.
No, not in the Lumos.
Okay, and that's a Galvo though, right? Because
Yes.
it's up above. And
Yes.
that's slower than your machine, your big machine?
Yes.
Is it just because of the wattage?
I think so.
Ah.
I think so. Either that or it's operator error.
100%. Crank it to 100%. Start working on your speed.
123%. Yes. Yeah, it's because I sat there and tried to figure out that stupid software, and Rich is like, what's there to understand? I said, I don't understand any of it. I started out with Lightburn, and I have done nothing but Lightburn. And he goes, in a half hour, he had me operating it. So
cool.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and I haven't messed with the diode too much on it. I mean, that's pretty simple. But the camera is a really nice feature. I don't know. I might take it with me, just for the simple fact is it has a filter box right there.
There you go. You need to get working on that thing so you can put it to use on one of these live streams. Put your camera over it so we can see what it's doing.
Oh, I can do that.
Yeah, let's work. I want to see that thing go.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll get it set up for next Saturday.
Okay.
We had talked about maybe having a guest in every once in a while.
Yep, I talked to Santa, and Chris said he'll pop in as soon as we're ready. So I think he's going to be the first guest.
Okay. My son said he would be more than happy to jump in and talk about building knives and forging and all that.
Yeah, you have to figure out where some of the stuff is in those features to use it though. So that's one of the things with the alien cell stuff is, I mean, I don't have machines that work right now, so I haven't even been messing with it. So once they do finally send me a machine, if they do, like they said they're going to, so I can put some videos out about it, which, day late and $1 short as usual on this stuff. It's going to be pretty much obsolete doing videos by the time I get a machine. And I'm honestly not expecting one, but we'll see what happens. I hope I get one that works. I got two sitting over there right now, and they're both bricks.
I was going to say it'd be in their best interest because they sent you 2 machines and both of them are POSs and DOA. So
yeah, I can get the one to work with Lightburn, but there's no cameras. The cameras won't work with Lightburn. The focusing thing, I have to do a manual drop, and then I have to line everything up like I do with, you have to focus, you have to frame it and do all that stuff. And then it's not even worth it. By the time you get done with doing stuff, it's not even. Hey, Bill, just in time to say goodbye. We're getting ready to wrap this thing up. There's always one in the crowd.
Yeah, we'll hang out for Bill for a couple minutes. CFN is CFN.
Yeah, clarify, Bob.
Bob means what is CFN?
CFM for airflow or configure? What?
Wonder how they messed that one up. Messed what up?
Must be talking about autocorrect or something.
Oh, I don't know.
And okay, we're starting to piece it together a little bit. Bob, keep going. Oh, yeah. My brain just went there. As soon as before you popped it in, I was going to say, oh, he's talking about the alien cell. In their process of, because it's a Linux board and it's like an onboard computer, it's not like a simple machine. It's simple now, like what Rowley's using, so Lightburn works. They changed a bunch of stuff as with working with Lightburn, as far as I've heard and as far as I'm aware, so that Lightburn would work well with it. They kind of collaborated, and when they did that, they made the boards and the processors and stuff in mine obsolete. They changed so much stuff, and now they've, because of feedback, fixed their software, the alien cell space, where the machine and the program now, both of mine, neither one of them will talk to each other. When I try to do anything on their program hooked to their machine, it locks it up, shuts it down. It won't even let it go anywhere. So,
yeah, I don't, I understand, you want to have your own machine. You want to be out. You want to try to stand out in the market, right? But why wouldn't you set your machine up to where it will run the best software for lasers on the market?
That is, I'm starting to watch a lot of videos on stuff like that, and Lightburn's good, but some of the features that are coming out, like with your Lumos and with Xtool, what they can do in theirs, and the We Create software, and what they are doing with their specific machines that you can't do in Lightburn with these machines.
Right.
It's getting better. And it's getting better exponentially. Every day we turn around, it's doubling in the awesomeness that these people are doing. Alien Cell, in my opinion, should have gotten their program done and working before they started sending out beta machines.
Oh, I agree.
I think they jumped the gun by about 6 months to a year. And it threw a lot of people off their scent by sending out the beta machines, and they're useless. And so people that they send it out for videos and for, promotional stuff can't do it.
Yeah.
And that hurts. And that hurts guys like me, because now I don't have content that I can do on my channel.
Right.
So there's the subscriber count isn't growing because I don't have anything to do. I don't want to do something that everybody's doing all the time. That's why my videos are far and few between. It's because there's just so much I can do with the machines that I have that I haven't already done.
Yeah. When I was chatting with Rich the other night, he was talking about the software that's in the One Laser, and it's basically, like you said, everybody that's coming out is basically off the same format, right? The We Create software, It's just there's other developers who have made it better, and he likes the software that's in the one laser. So
it's the same. Okay, it's the same thing with slicers for 3D printing.
Yep.
So we've got the Flash Forges. Okay, they have Flash Forge Orca Flash Forge, whatever you want to call it. And there's an app on your phone. There's a few features in there that you get that you don't get with regular Orca Slicer, but I think I can use Orca Slicer and tweak my settings and tweak all the stuff that I want to do to print how I want to print in Orca Slicer better than in Orca Flash Forge. I used Orca Flash Forge for the first couple of months when I first got into these, and it was fine. It was glitchy. It didn't hook up all the time. I'm sure they fixed that by now, but by then I was done with it, and I just went straight went to GitHub and got Orca Slicer, and I've been using that ever since, and I love it. I can use it, it just works.
Yeah,
so
I'm right there with you. I mean, I don't mess with my 3D printer near as what I should, but for the most part, I can figure out stuff, and I seem to print okay with it.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. They piggyback after everything, and they put a few special features in that you only get with their machine. But if you're not doing those specific things all the time, it doesn't make sense to be limited on what Orca Slicer can do, or limited on what actually Lightburn can do.
Right.
Or limit your program when you could integrate with Lightburn and have all of the build features that Lightburn has. I use Lightburn for my 3D printing. Yeah. I'll design my shapes and all my stuff, and I'll import it into my other program and then integrate it in there. I can do that a lot faster using Lightburn than I can using my 3D programming. So
I've done that. I've taken one of my Lightburn, a couple of my Lightburn earring patterns, taken them over to Tinkercad and adjusted them in there, got the thickness, and then exported it back out to the slicer, and I made 3D printed earrings.
Yeah, that's funny, Bob, because ever since I got my 3D printers, my lasers have been taking it easy because I've been making all of these little things for the lasers, the cones, the filter kits, the feet, these exhaust parts that go underneath on my drop-down kit. If you order my drop-down kit and you order this, this isn't on the website yet, but if you order this, you bolt this in, and it sucks all the smoke down away from the module now. So, and I've been testing it for about 3 weeks, and it works really good.
Speaking of the cones, I have your new cones on both my machines, and I put it on the Beast on my 20, and I've ran it quite a bit, and I've ran cork, I've ran laserette, I've ran wood on it. And the disbursement of smoke to get to my exhaust is exponentially better than with the original cone on it. And I've noticed that I'm not getting as dirty on top of the module. I'm not getting as much blowback from the fan, not being able to blow the air out. It's just coming back up, which is causing the bottom side of it to get really dirty and nasty. But I printed a cone out yesterday, put a brand new filter in on Bertha, and much cleaner and not a lot of smoke. It's blowing the smoke right back to where it's
I did find the fans for the Lasermatics. If people are losing their fans, the problem is you can't get them on Amazon. You have to go. I found a company. I can't remember where it's at right now. Did I save it in my? I don't know. You have to buy the plug. the little tiny plug they have, there's 2 different ones that they use, and I'm going to order some in, and I'm going to figure out which ones they are. I hate spending all this money all the time, but I found the fans, the little 60 millimeter, they're 25 millimeters tall, which are 2 to 3 millimeters taller than some of them. The CFMs on these fans is only 24. So it's not a lot of air.
No.
These little fans, it's not a lot of air. I think the ones that I found are 28. So it's a little bit better. And that's where the holes in the new cone are going to come in handy, is they're going to let that air through a whole lot better than these 3 little holes in the front of that thing.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at the size difference in the holes. If you can even see that. I don't know if you can see that. They're massive. Anyway. Hey, down here. Front and center. So anyways, I'm still working on stuff for everybody. I know people are going to be moving on from the Rolly because obviously they're out of business, but if somebody doesn't keep them running and keep parts going and the machine still works well, I'm just trying to do my part.
Yep.
I don't have a lot of other machines to work with either to try to do that. I've got a specialized exhaust thing made for the alien cell. I've got the filter kit for the alien cell. I got all the stuff for this thing here. I've got some stuff for the fiber laser, but there's a billion of those out there. So I've just made a few things for myself on that. But
yeah, merch.
Yeah,
you were going to talk about
SVGs.
You were going to talk about
yes.
merch. Oh,
Jack said he brings SVGs into Orca and extrudes them to 3D print it. Yeah, you can do that. I take mine in and add them and build them into parts. So I was talking about before about these. This is Viver's big stackable kit, and they're a little bit bigger than what I thought they were gonna. So what I found out, so if you see that on the bottom, that's a millimeter deep. And I just had that pattern sitting in my stuff. And I've been putting that stuff on the bottom of the build when it goes on the build plate. And I haven't had any shrinkage and warping issues because it expands or it contracts in different areas. And so for me, that works. I'm still working on a lot of other things to do to stop the warping and the shrinking. And I've got a lot of that dialed in, but every once in a while, when you get something large on the plate like that and it all contracts and you get that raised bed, that raised up part where it looks gross, I put that stuff in the bottom now, and it allows that to expand and shrink and do things without raising it up. And I printed both of those without a brim, and it never moved. It was awesome. That's good, Ava Lee. Thank you. Yeah, my filters, I'm getting twice the time burn time, maybe 3 times the burn time out of my filter now without having to change it with that new cone on and the exhaust pulling it out the bottom.
Yep.
There's a lot less smoke going up and getting sucked down into the module. And that's the thing with the alien cell too. It pulls it straight out the back. There's nothing else you can do about it because there's that laser you can't put it anywhere else. But man, that gets dirty inside there. Yeah, Bob, that was just a what is that called? Diamond plate pattern that I made?
Yep.
Yeah.
Diamond plate.
So, no, I'm not there yet, Bob. I'm barely getting into this 3D print thing. I'm learning the ropes, and I think I'm gonna get a Cheaty 2 with a 270 by 270 build plate. That's my next printer. It's all enclosed. I'll be able to print some better material. It's got a heated chamber and a lot hotter stuff. I'll be able to do some nylons and some other stuff that's going to be a little stronger for some of the stuff I want to do. And then I might get a scanner after I get that, but they got to come down in price a little bit. The ones that are cheap don't work very well from the video reviews I've seen. So yeah, no scanner for me. I sit here with calipers and a measuring tool and open up my side drawer here, put it here, and I'm building it as I'm measuring it. And so far, I got that one done in the first shot. I didn't have to reprint one, so that was cool. Made me happy. Okay, Jim was just reminding me that I was going to ask you guys if you want merch, if you want me to put like hats and patches and get some shirts made up on the up on my website. I was going to do that when I had my holster shop, and I had people asking me for it. I think I did one shirt for a guy. I did it myself here with it didn't turn out good, so I ended up just giving it to him. And I never ended up having a website or anything for my holster shop. I didn't get a website up until I started doing the laser printing or the laser work. And I've had people at shows, and I've had local people ask me about hats and shirts with my logo and stuff on it. So I might do that. But if you guys want some of that, leave a comment down below that you might want to see some of that stuff happen. And I'm getting some shirts made up right now, and I'll see what they look like when they get here. So that's going to be a few weeks yet. But yeah, I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I'm not a highfalutin YouTuber, so I'm not going to be going to the bunker and having everything made. So I got to have like 1,000 shirt minimum or something like that to get in there, I think.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm not exactly sure.
It's crazy.
Yeah, well, plus I want to keep it small and local too. I want to put somebody to work that needs it. So no, Jack, you don't need a 3D scanner. You got them laser eyes. You can just look at it and your computer's scared out of its mind and does it anyway. All right, guys. Hey, look at that. Hour and a half. I think that's a good time. We're going to call it a night. I got supper waiting in the house too, I think. So
yeah, I got to go to a birthday party.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, give us a like, comment, hit that subscribe button if you're watching this and you're not.
See you, Bob.
And Bob's out of here already. So we're going to call it a night, and we'll see you next Saturday. And I don't know what the thumbnail's going to look like, but I'm pretty sure I'll find something weird to put on there like I did this week. So
we will guarantee you this. We will make plans to sit down on Wednesday to talk about what we want to do on Saturday, and we guarantee that won't happen.
And on that note, we'll see you guys next week.
Peace, everybody. Have a good rest of your weekend.